Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Jam Sesh. Today, we have my buddy Keaton, one of my closest friends we have. Um, and if you were to describe your music taste, how would you describe it?
Well, you know me, rap
Yeah.
is my main category, obviously. But I've actually been discovering a lot of new music lately.
Mhm.
Like I said, I've been listening to a lot of Alice in Chains.
Mhm.
Just took a deep dive into that.
Yeah.
Great, music there. Classical, like a lot of classical music.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that.
Yep. So just honestly, kind of discover more. But yeah, early high school days, rap.
I remember one of our first moments is when I think I was in your car and you were like, "Hey, let me get the aux." I'm like, "Yeah, no problem, whatever." And then I think you put on, was it Mozart?
It might have been.
Yeah, I remember you put it on. You're like, "Dude, I like this."
Yeah,
like
I mean,
no
dude,
bullshit. I like this music.
it's
I'm like,
good,
okay.
dude.
I'm like, you know what? But yeah, I mean, other than that, I've always known you as the Youngboy stan.
Yeah,
You know,
a lot of Youngboy. I mean, come on, dude. That was freshman year, dude.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, just nothing but Youngboy. But yeah, a lot of different rap. Like I said, but trying to discover more music lately, and getting into more stuff because
Yeah.
it's like keeping it to one thing, which is kind of
Yeah.
not, yeah. But
so that's today's sole purpose. Today, I'm gonna be showing Keaton. Tell the creators, call me if you get lost.
I'm excited, dude. I'm
Yeah.
excited.
I think this is such a massive departure from Youngboy and like that genre. What would you describe that genre of rap? It's not trap. It's not like
Not really drill, not really trap.
Southeast
Yeah,
rap, kind of.
yeah.
Where's he from? Georgia?
New Orleans.
New Orleans? Okay, yeah, Louisiana. Yeah, so like southern,
Yeah.
eastern rap.
Yeah. Kind of Lil Durk type,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
The 42
so,
Doug,
yeah,
stuff like that.
yeah.
But yeah, so then I was like, I'm like, at first I was like, I'm trying to think, I'm like, what's a great album to show someone that purely listens to Youngboy? And I was like, dude, Tyler the Creator will fucking, I want to say blow your mind.
Yeah.
It's you have to be super open to it, obviously. But I think just on a production level, he is so like superior to most rappers nowadays. You could argue bars, but I think his production,
Yeah.
it just puts him up there.
Yeah. Well, he gives me kind of like a Mac Miller vibe almost, more like singing, rapping, pop, everything in between.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, well, he's kind of like the master of that. He'll mix in. He's really gone into more into like a pop scene now.
Yeah.
With his music, but he still brings back his rap roots.
Because I mean old Tyler, I listen to old Tyler Goblin, everything.
It's like college rap kind of stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's crazy, but how far he's came, even like it's crazy.
Oh yeah, dude, this is so different than like Cherry Bomb or Wolf.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's get into the first track.
Do it.
Awesome. Pressing play.
The sun beaming.
So
crazy
intro track.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Absolutely crazy. That honestly reminded me of old Tyler a little bit.
Yeah.
Just the straight, bars, rap, whatever. DJ Drama.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Did you know he was on this album?
I didn't at all. Yeah, because actually Youngboy, like I said, like Youngboy a lot, but DJ Drama did a whole album with Youngboy.
Yeah.
So this kind of reminds me of that even. But yeah, dude, crazy intro song. Seriously.
So when this came out, this was after Igor. So for a long time, Tyler's been known as like the weird rapper, like he fucking ate a cockroach on Yonkers. He does weird shit. That's like he's known for. So and then with Igor, he wore the wig and the suit and the glasses. So when he was gearing up to drop this album, it was a massive jump from what he had been doing.
Yeah.
Because the single Lumberjack, I think it was the first single off this, and it came out. We'll get to. Have you heard that before?
I have not. No.
Okay, so we'll get to the single. He dropped it, and it's, as you heard here, it's like a mixtape kind of feel. It's very, you have DJ Drama in there. You have him rapping. The beats are still Tyler beats. Like they have like the choirs and like the bells and
dude, and his beats are so crazy.
That's what I'm saying. It's insane.
Yeah.
And they still have that Tyler vibe, but he is, spitting bars, like he's rapping. And the big difference with this album, and we'll get through it, is that this is he's always told stories. He's told stories like his feelings and let stuff out about his feelings for someone.
Yeah.
On a song. This is a braggadocious album for him, which he had never done before.
I mean, which is a lot of rappers do nowadays.
Yeah.
It's bragging,
talking about cars, money, this and that.
Exactly.
And so when this came out,
different,
and Tyler of all people is talking about money, cars, bitches, people are like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, this is so different for him. And I had been a Tyler fan since, I want to say Wolf. I'd been a Tyler fan since like end of middle school, like beginning of high school, so like 2019, 2020. And I remember when the rollout for this album, I'm like what the fuck? This is so different for him. Like, but at the time, like, dude, I loved him. Like, this is awesome for him to be doing.
It's first song, great. We're not even done with it yet, are we?
That's just, so the first song is like a minute 30. It's like a little teaser. But I wanted to stop it before we get into this next one. So the next one just fucking goes right into it.
Okay. Let's do it.
So track 2. Track 2. See what I mean?
Yeah.
We just been playing with you. You understand what we came here to do, right?
Wow.
Oh yeah, me.
He's talking that shit.
Yeah.
He is talking that shit, dude. Wow. Crazy. Yeah, DJ Drama, amazing beats. Seriously. Like, amazing production. Yeah, he is talking that shit. That's great, though. I mean, yeah, that's awesome.
One of my favorite lines in there, I forgot the full line, but he's just like talking about like himself. He's like, this is what I am, this is what I have, And it's just so different for him to be doing, because he had always been like this humble rapper.
Well, that's also, I mean, on those first few albums, he was Goblin, like stuff like that. Just he would talk some shit. He would, he was kind of like, but like you said, those kind of that middle career of his, he would more sad, stuff like that, different type of genre and stuff like that. But yeah, this album, I mean, it's just so far 2 songs I've listened to is he's bringing back that hard Tyler, like not playing around.
His big songs before this were Flower Boy, See You Again, She, the song with Frank Ocean, not these heavy rap songs, and so I mean I liked it obviously when it came out, but when this came out, dude, in I was in high school when this came out, 2021 I believe. Dude, this had people that had never listened to Tyler listening to Tyler for the first time. Just because of how different it was and how accessible he became,
Exactly. Yeah. No. Seriously. Yeah. It's so far so good. It's a button. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm glad you like it. Ready for the next track? Awesome.
Let's do it.
If you want, I'll have the lyrics pulled up to the side.
Y'all niggas know what's up. You say pandemic.
Yo.
Oh, you want to see a pandemic?
Track 3, Lemonhead, featuring 42 Dugg.
Move us from the game.
My bro
Still the
is
same
running
song.
his finger around the I way, I they bowl.
Was that a Drake sample at the end there?
No.
That sounded like Drake.
That's Frank Ocean, actually.
No, it sounded like Drake. Anyways,
No.
the 42 Dugg feature, insane. I didn't even know he was on this album. Yeah, that's crazy. Another great song. I mean, that's
Dude, this is 2021. So, dude, 42 Dugg was on like this. Dude, he was on a crazy run.
Dude, crazy.
An insane run.
Yeah,
I still listen to him.
I do too.
Most of the time. I don't catch all of his new releases, but dude.
Well, I think he went to jail there for a little bit, so not dropping as much. But yeah, dude, like you said, 2021, crazy. Yeah.
And then so when this first came out on streaming, the features weren't there. It was one of those like how everyone does albums now where they don't show the features. So I'm big on 42 Doug. I'm big on Tyler. So this comes on, and I'm like, oh, this is cool. Like, I like this a lot. And then you hear that whistle,
And it's
the
like
42
wow.
Doug whistle. And I'm like, I'm
It's
dead
like,
ass.
it's like the Lil Wayne lighter flick,
Yes,
dude. It's
yeah,
like Lil
yes.
Wayne lighter flick.
Seriously, you know, when I heard that whistle, I'm like, no way, dude. 42 Doug on a Tyler album.
Crazy.
I heard it for the first time. I'm like, dude, that's insane. Like, this is awesome. Like, at the time, two of my favorite artists that were coming out.
Yeah.
Just insane stuff.
Yeah, it's great.
And then you heard there that DJ Drama production.
Dude.
I know some of it is DJ Drama, but some of it is also Tyler.
I was gonna ask you, is it all DJ Drama or they went back and forth?
Well,
on it?
he was an executive producer on it.
Okay.
And so was Tyler, obviously, with
Yeah.
coming out. So, I want to say it was a collaborative effort because there are songs where DJ Drama isn't on.
Yeah.
But I think those are purely Tyler as
Yeah.
like singles before they
Yeah.
got Drama on.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I know this one. You know, I know this song.
Oh yes, track 4. What's your name?
Let's do it. Then.
Awesome. Let's get to the track.
All right. I love the intro.
Stop playing and let me pay your mama debt off.
To me, man, that song is just like the fact that Youngboy was able to hop on that
Mm-hmm.
and you know take that type of song because you know like that song hasn't been like any other on this album so far.
Yeah.
Tyler sings in it. You know, he brings a different melody to it, and then the fact that Youngboy was able to hop on it and bring
So
that energy,
effortlessly.
yeah,
Yeah.
bring that energy and match that is crazy to me.
Mhm.
You know, I love Youngboy. You know,
Obviously.
one of my favorite artists.
Yes.
But, I mean, it's a great song. I love that song.
So you know me.
Mhm.
I listen to zero Youngboy.
Yeah,
Just artists. It's just hard for me to get into him.
yeah,
I don't know
hear
if
it.
it's the rap style. I don't know what it is really.
Yeah.
And I'm open to everything.
everything. Yeah, see.
And so, when again, so the features are hidden.
Yeah,
I heard that. I didn't know it was Youngboy.
yeah,
And so, for like some time, I was just like, oh, I really like whoever's on this. I love
Yeah.
this. Like a day passes, and so this is 2021. So you obviously know Youngboy more than me. How big was he at the time? I would assume
2021. I
he's
want to
been
say,
massive for
yeah, I want to
years.
say Youngboy blew up 2019, 2020. Outside Today, right? One of his most hit songs.
Mhm.
But yeah, probably 2021 is when he started to actually like gain worldwide recognition.
Yeah.
So you know, and after that it was kind of just over. But yeah, so him being on that is just crazy in itself. But yeah, great song. I love the tone they bring to it and everything. So
Quick time, Matt. Did you unplug your phone? You did. Okay, I was wondering what the sound.
yeah, that's what it was. It plugged back
It
in.
made a sound. I was like, what it was.
Oh yeah.
You're fine. So yeah, so back. So what I was saying is like, so he's massive at the time, and I heard that song with him on it. Flew over my head.
Yeah.
I had
Well,
no idea that was him.
I never even would have thought he would have done a song with Youngboy. Like me and myself.
I never
like,
thought he would do
knowing-
a song with 42 Doug.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Knowing their different styles, but they both, they both.
It
Kinda came
intertwined
in and-
so well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So again, I heard that and I'm like, dude, do I like Youngboy? And so then I'm like, dude, I think I might like him. I go to his page, play like 3 songs, and I'm like, nah, I don't like
Nah.
Youngboy. I like him on this.
Yeah.
Does he sing like that on anything else? Like to that like extent?
A couple of things, yeah, not to that extent, I would say, but yeah, there's definitely he's definitely got a different vibe on every album he does, and different songs. He doesn't match one. He has that drill, he has that singing, he has that, he has rock. He even has rock.
Really?
Yeah. So, it's all different, but the fact that he matched Tyler so well on this song, I like it a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I
Ready
will
for the
say
next
though, before good, I am Ty Dolla $ign's number 1.
one?
He's great on some features,
Yeah.
but he kills songs. Thankfully, he doesn't kill this song.
Yeah.
But you will never see.
with Kanye?
You will never see a Ty Dolla $ign reaction on this channel. Other than maybe Vultures.
Yeah.
Ready for the next track?
Yep. Let's do it.
Track 5.
Black boy, hop out. Shout out to my mother and my father didn't.
This one gets right into it. He just goes right into it. Huh?
There's all like half the
This is what
songs
my
go
mom was saying.
right
Yeah,
into it.
right into it.
I make sure to pause because like
Yeah.
if I don't,
This shit is beautiful. It's a beautiful moment. You always You always keep the picnic blankets in the back, cause you never know. You never know where the fuck you gonna end up at.
Okay. Now we ready.
Rolls Royce pull up, black boy hop out. Shout out to my mom. With
I
some
love that
whips, my
line.
ancestors got they backs out. 2 fall 500 stacks for the.
This bull bass. Fuck you mean, nigga?
Crazy,
Uh-huh.
crazy. Just another one of those songs. He's just talking that shit.
Uh-huh.
I mean, this album so far is like, wow. It just, I mean, talk to me.
Yeah, I think that is the perfect. If you were to make like a synopsis for this album, it is this song.
Yeah,
He's talking about hopping out of a Rolls Royce.
Yeah.
He's talking about giving Drake $1 million for when he was the surprise guest at Camp Flog, remember that one year when everyone booed him. But he's talking about he gave
I remember that.
yeah. But he's talking
Everyone
about there,
was dude. The
everyone thought it was
fact,
gonna be Frank Ocean.
that was insane. Yeah, that went viral. So
He's talking on there. He's out. He gave him $1 million.
that's crazy.
Because he can, like, he has
Yeah,
the money now.
yeah.
He's got it out of a Rolls Royce. My favorite, the song title, the bar for this list, "Call Me a Lumberjack because I wish I would."
Yep.
Such a good line. That's so fire.
It's funny to hear him talk about just this like talk, and just the fact that he's talking about Rolls Royce too. He always talks about McLarens. If you know, like Tyler Creator, he talks about McLarens a lot. So. Yeah, it's funny, man. Yeah, it's a great.
Oh,
song,
there's
though.
a lot of car talk in here.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
there is.
Hey, he's flexing, bro. He's flexing. He's flexing what he's done over the past 10 years. So
And then another one of my favorite parts in here, I don't know who it is, but there's that little like vocal sample of someone being like, "It's different. It's really different." I assume that's coming from him showing the song to someone, and then he takes a little clip to throw it in the song. But that's my
awesome,
exact
yeah.
reaction.
Yeah.
Like, dude, it's so different for him.
Am I reading that?
Hey, don't look. Hey, you don't read
Am
that
I reading
correctly.
that? All right, let's do it.
But his intro to that is awesome.
Okay,
We'll go to the next song, "Hot Wind Blows,"
let's do
featuring a special someone.
it.
Oh, click play. Track 6, "Hot Wind Blows."
Ladies and gentlemen,
Lil Wayne.
we just landed in Geneva.
Something. Treat that last part like you niggas ain't saying nothing. Yeah.
You just
Kill
see these
them.
excursions
Yo,
right here.
he's just talking his shit.
Just too lavish to post on the gram.
Hear that lighter?
Excuse me, pardon me. The wind it blows so hard to me like email hoe. Oh! I'm hot as hell when the weather is freezing the cold as a devil.
Y'all know it's Wolf Haley, man. Stop fucking playing.
Another great one. I mean, in fact, you get Lil Wayne on the feature, dude.
Yeah.
Come on, dude. Come on.
And he kills
Kills
it.
it.
It's insane.
Does not hold back. Yeah. Does not hold back.
Again, my first reaction, you hear that, it's the same with the 42 Doug whistle. You hear that Lil Wayne lighter flick,
You know it's gonna be heat,
dude. It's over. He switched his flow in that like what 3 times?
Yeah.
He had like that. He was riding the beat, pretty steadily, and then he just speeds it up. It has that little like that pause, the production pause. He comes right back in.
Yeah. I mean, dude, Lil Wayne is one of the greats, right? A GOAT in the rap game.
Yeah.
So the fact that Ian got him on this and just the flows he can switch up is insane. Tyler,
He wrote a Tyler beat.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
No, not even Lil Wayne. I'm saying Tyler the Creator. Even the flows he can do is insane. Yeah. Makes me appreciate him honestly because it's different. It's crazy. So
Yeah. So I mean, so we're 7 tracks in.
Okay.
Thoughts on the album so far? We've hit about. Let me see. I think we're at the. Yeah, so we're at about the halfway-ish mark.
Okay.
So thoughts? I mean, would you ever have expected this? Obviously.
no, honestly, listening to older Tyler, yes. The flow he's bringing to this album, 100%. But the fact that he's taken such a different path, throughout the halfway or midway of his career. Flower Boy.
Yeah.
Like I said, only heard a few songs of it so far, but it's a lot different than this. So the fact that he kind of went back to his roots, which I, love, and the features he had so far is mind-blowing.
It's insane.
Yeah.
An insane project.
Yeah, but even himself, not even the features, he could have done this himself, and then been just as great. So yeah, I love it so far.
Yes,
it's great.
I mean, it took the words out of my mouth.
Yeah.
The features on this are incredible,
Yeah.
obviously, but Tyler himself is
Yeah.
stacking himself up right with them.
Yeah,
He's doing
no
just
competition.
as good. Yeah,
Yeah,
just phenomenal stuff.
it is. No, it really is.
Um,
I'm loving it so far.
awesome. Real quick, use this knob right here.
Okay.
Turn it. Hold the mic. Turn that left.
This way.
Yeah, that way. And then lean it back this way. Because you naturally
want it?
lean forward. So
Okay, so you want me to go this way? Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
I
you
got
have
you.
it lean back that way. There you go.
Right there.
Yeah,
Good.
Yeah, so
Okay.
that way it's lean
Yeah,
back.
picking it
catching
up. Yeah, I got you.
We'll get to the next track.
Whatever your
Track
shit is,
7.
man, do it. Whatever bring you that, eat my legs long than a bitch. Got too much self-respect. I wash my hands.
Massive
before I
piece.
piss.
Just
They
tone
try to
shit.
talk me.
Crazy.
I'ma just go.
And you done tell me it's not good from your lunch break. Holiday season. A vision you have to understand from perspective. Check your resources, nigga.
DJ Drama allowed to say the N-word?
Maybe.
He's from New York. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, dude, what I caught from that one was he put a little insight to his life in that one.
yeah. So
He talked about his mom when he dropped Yonkers, how she
Yeah.
was in a shelter,
Yeah.
and then he knew he made it when he was able to get her out after he blew up. So there was a lot of different aspects on that one, but yeah, that was another great
probably
song.
so. We have all these. He's still braggadocious on
Yeah.
that song. Talk about how he made it, but
Yeah,
probably the most open. Peering into kind of his own life
a little bit.
song
Yeah.
so far on the
Yep.
album. Probably the most Tyler song.
Yeah.
With that lower, darker beat.
Mm-hmm.
But exactly what you said, talking about how he finally left LA in his 20s. He had
Yep.
only known LA.
Yeah.
And so after that, he says his passport is his most important thing.
Mm-hmm.
You see the cover here, he's traveling. This is the estate sale, the deluxe cover.
Yeah.
But the regular cover is as you see there, it's the ID,
Okay.
his passport. Yeah.
There you go, right there.
This exactly right here.
Heck yeah.
But basically talking about how after 20 in his 20s he expanded.
Yeah.
He grew up. He hit puberty at 23.
Yeah.
Basically saying he grew up in his 20s just by leaving LA.
Yep.
As you said, getting his mom out of the shelter.
Yeah.
And dude, it's just I love that. It's
Great
a
album
great
so
song.
far. No, seriously. So far, like I said, I didn't listen to Tyler a lot at first, but this album really, I'm gonna go home and play some more Tyler.
Hell yeah! Hey, that's the sole purpose.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, ready for the song?
Yeah, let's do it.
Awesome.
Niggas talking to me about. See, as a kid, I felt
Track
alienated by
8,
the niggas
Run It Up,
just like
featuring
me.
Tizo,
They showed my
Touchdown.
nuance like it was a nuisance. So I was like,
Eat, man.
Has it been a skip so far for you?
No. The intro to that one kind of sound like ASAP a little bit.
Mhm.
So we gonna run it up like that, and with who was the feature on that one?
Tizo, Touchdown.
Okay,
So he was the one saying "Run It Up."
yeah, when it came in, it kind of sounded like ASAP a little bit. I
We
thought,
go run it.
yeah, I thought it was a little
Yeah.
ASAP vibe in there, but another great song. I mean, no complaints so far.
So again, not a lot to unpack with that album.
Mm.
But at the beginning, he's talking. He just bragging. He's like, "I'm him."
Yeah,
This and that in
Yeah.
the beginning. Going over the theme of the album.
and he says never had anxiety, never done this, never done
No
compared
fear.
himself. Yeah, never compared himself to anyone, and just I'm him. Like
It gets to a point where he is bragging about himself, but
yeah,
the listener, it's like when you're listening to it, you're like, you know what? Like you gotta agree with what he's saying. You're like fuck it, yeah.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
he's just putting that vibe out there and just running with it.
Yeah, and
so,
then as a listener, you kind of get that
Yeah.
vibe too.
yeah,
Not a lot to unpack with that. It's kind of the same hook throughout.
yeah,
I will say though, when he did tour this album,
Mhm.
this is one of my favorite songs live because you
He's
don't
just-
mosh,
energy.
but the energy.
I was gonna say, the
you have
energy of
this.
it?
I was in the general admission.
Yeah.
When he toured this, and that song when it comes on, you have the entire stadium.
Oh, I bet.
Run it up.
Yeah.
And it's just like jumping and going crazy. It is just such a fun song live.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, so far, what would you say is your favorite song?
What do we got? I honestly say probably the one with Lil Wayne.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, like I said, big Youngboy fan, but Youngboy probably wasn't the best on that, so probably the one with Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huge Lil Wayne fan. Like, you know, Lil Wayne's from New Orleans.
Yeah.
Same as Youngboy, you know.
That Louisiana vibe.
Yeah, so he brought that vibe, and then him and Tyler matched flows on that song and just was great.
Mhm.
So.
Yeah. Awesome. Ready for next song?
Let's do it.
Awesome.
Little white bitch gonna say, you need to say something about that. You need to say something about black. Bitch, suck my
Go
Yo,
Tom!
that ain't your
Track
religion,
9,
you just following the
Manifesto,
commandment. She
featuring
followed your
Download
granny.
Genesis.
She obeyed master. Did y'all even ask her? Question just
So kind of like a. I don't know how to describe them. He
That was
getting shit off his chest,
yeah.
but like basically saying like how his celebrity status, everyone is expecting him to say these things or
Yeah.
to use
Yeah.
it to as a platform.
Mhm.
And he's basically saying there like, I agree, I should, like, I've donated money and I've got to go, I bought myself a chain,
Yeah.
like I'm doing what I should be doing with my platform.
Yeah.
I'm just not airing it out.
Yeah, I mean, which is, I mean, a lot of people do nowadays,
Mhm.
right? So they'll go do this or do that, and then make it the whole, you know,
Tweet about it, record it, this and
exactly.
that.
So
And he's basically saying, he's like,
it's not getting into that. Yeah,
he's like, I have this white girl telling me to say this thing
Yeah.
about black people, and he's like, why are you telling me to say
Yeah.
this?
I mean, yeah,
Um,
it's
And then at the end he reassures himself with like obviously, you know, with racial tension in society, and he's saying how either I have these gold teeth, I have this gold chain, I have gold chain, we know whatever he said, but
yeah,
like I'm just like you.
exactly.
You guys are just like me. I'm one of your people.
Yep.
Like trust me, like I am with you guys. I'm just not recording it and throwing it on there, but he makes the song as like kind of like a reassurance.
Which I respect, because you know a lot of rappers nowadays they'll shove it in your face and do this and that, but he's kind of doing, but at the same time he's also saying, hey, behind the scenes, what you guys don't see, you know, is, you know, I'm like you said, donating to this or you know, doing whatever for my community. So you know,
Exactly. He's like,
I respect it.
The TMZ will catch me in my car and be like, oh, Tyler buys a new car during a time where he should be saying something. He's like, well, I did do something.
You didn't see
I'm
it.
just not, you know, throwing it out there.
Yeah.
But
Switch
again,
the flow up with this one, right? A little bit, right?
switch
You
it.
kind of switch the
yeah.
outlook.
So we're
of it.
about halfway through the album, and with Massa, I don't know how to say it really. With Manifesto, Massa and Manifesto, they're kind of like messages. Like,
he's getting more into that. Yeah. So, right, first segment was kind of just like him like bragging, you know, going deep diving in that, but now it's kind of turned into, like you said,
something to say.
Message, which he's switching the flow up, he's switching the message up, and it's great.
Yeah, I'm glad you're liking him.
Yeah,
that's important.
Yeah, I was gonna say the features are good, but he's also matching every feature he has and more.
Yeah,
which with every song he's done so far. So
this makes you interested to listen to more of him now.
Oh, for sure.
So don't listen to more of him.
No,
unless it's on this show.
Yeah, let's do it.
Ready for next song?
Yep.
Awesome.
No, listen.
Sweet, I Thought You Wanted to Dance featuring
The
Rick
driver gonna drop you
Baez
off.
and
Alright, it's warm.
Anna Hughes. I don't know how to say the name.
The waterfall's crazy.
Track 10.
I don't know, make something up. Tell him something.
So don't forget about me. Ba, 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 da. I'll save a dance just for you.
His daddy.
So obviously the longest song yet, right?
Quick little 10-minute song.
But the way he switched up the instrumentals, the instruments, you know, everything, the beats, and the way he came in at the end and really took the song over.
Yeah.
Like, didn't lose me for a sec.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was great from beginning to end. I kind of noticed like a little like the piano at first, right? And then kind of went to like a little Jamaican type of flow.
Tropical.
A little bit, yeah. So, like I said, did not lose me for a sec. Kept switching it up, didn't stay the same.
Yeah.
Which I love.
Yeah.
Right.
It held your
Diverse.
attention for 10 minutes.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. And I all 10 minutes, I was like, feeling it. Yeah, and just the way he came on the end and just rapped on it, and then great song. That might be the best over the Lil Wayne song.
Really?
I'm telling you, dude, that was insane. The way he just was able to diversify himself and just go into so many different flows, just crazy.
I exactly.
Yeah, I'm saying. Right? It's,
to touch on the messaging of the song, it is, as you see here, it is split as 2 songs, Sweet and I Thought You Wanted to Dance.
Yeah.
And I think it's so smart for him to, instead of splitting the tracks, for him to be like, hey, these songs go together. Like, you're gonna listen to both of them in the same track.
Yep.
And so I love how he's basically in the first part in Sweet talking about he's feeling on this person, this girl that he loves. And in the song, there's a ton of metaphors.
Yeah.
Talk about, you know, headlights or dipping his toe in.
I heard that.
A ton of metaphors in this song. And so he's just basically talking about like he is like crushing on her, like he's you know, and basically saying how great she is and how he wishes she was here. And you get that in that first part.
Yep.
And then that second part, I Thought You Wanted to Dance, is him being like, damn, like this wouldn't work out. I'm saving this dance for you.
Yeah.
I thought you wanted this.
Yep.
It's not working out.
And then he just went ballistic on it.
Yeah, and then it feels like a release kind of. Like he's a pent up like self.
I was gonna say a little. Let me know.
Like regret, self-regret.
Yeah.
You know, like wishing he had pursued this, but since he had gone out and pursued things for himself, he missed out on this chance.
Yeah. It's not a bad thing though.
Yeah, it's a life thing. Like pursue the things you want to do, you'll miss out on things with others.
Exactly.
Yeah, it sucks. But your favorite so far?
Dude, it's right there. It's right there.
Yeah.
A Lil Wayne one still, you know, but it's right there. So, what was the name of that one?
It's split into 2 parts.
Sweet. I thought you. Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet. I thought you wanted to dance. Okay. I'm gonna add this right now to my playlist.
Hell yeah. We'll go into the next. So the next track is kind of a skit.
Okay.
But it's something that was really said.
Okay.
So I'll have it. We'll unpack it.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Fine, I'm fine.
Track
what
11, Mama Talk.
Fuck with my kids. I don't be like, get him, mom. She crying. Oh, man, get
That's crazy. Wow.
I think it's such a good it counts as a skit, but it's just so funny.
Yeah, he comes in right there and says, "You had your reasons."
You're not lying.
Hey.
It's basically so it's an important kind of skit because you kind of see where he's coming from.
Yeah.
His mom's the exact same way.
Yeah.
He's like, you know, she's talking about his daddy. She's like, his daddy fine, his mama fine. Talking about herself, her husband. I don't know if they're together. I actually have no idea. I have no idea.
Don't ask me.
But his father.
Yeah.
But she's like, he gets his looks from me.
Yeah.
I'll beat a kid's ass for my kid.
That was crazy.
Telling them, be like, hey, get your mom. I'll beat your mom's ass. You know, it's so good. But it's important for the album because trying to see like where he gets his.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His mom was talking the shit. You know.
His mom was talking the shit. He
switched it up.
He was right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next track.
Let's do it.
Shut your ass.
Track 12, Rise featuring Daisy World.
DJ Drama comes back in. I noticed for a few tracks though he wasn't there, right? Like you said, a few tracks DJ Drama wasn't there, but now he come back in.
Yeah.
Go yet, please just stay. Please don't go yet, please just stay. Please don't go yet. Niggas is black.
So that's my favorite song in the album.
That's yours?
Yeah.
Really?
I love. Okay, so I love how it's just such a fun song.
I was gonna say it's a fun song, but also because the very beginning of the album, right? He's kind of like you said, talking his shit, kind of just coming in hot, coming in heavy.
Yeah.
Middle of the album, kind of plays it mellow, has more of that melodic, like
Has
singing.
shit to say.
Exactly, and then this song kind of goes back into that talking shit, having fun with it. So
Basically saying like, when I do get to the top, when I do rise to the top,
exactly,
I'm gonna do this and that.
But he's already at the top.
Yeah. I love the 808 hits. The dum, dum, dum,
Yeah.
dum. I love the 808 hits on there. It's just such a fun song.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's
I
one
can
of my
see why it's
favorites.
your favorite though.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it is a fun song and
Great bars on it. He raps.
Yeah, the chorus
very
is
well
singing,
in it.
and then he comes in, with the rapping, singing, rapping. Yeah, so great song overall.
Yeah. Ready for the next one?
Let's do it.
This song's amazing.
Bless. I'm gonna put a bike track and a zip line at the other
Track
crib.
13, Bless.
Flank's doing amazing.
Kind of a skit. I'll let it play to the track.
The floor's going
play.
insane. Skin glowing. My friend's healthy. I'm anxious. Come get lost with me, man. Come see the world when you rent it. It's opulence, baby.
Track 14, Juggernaut, featuring Lil Uzi Vert and Pharrell Williams. You've never heard this? You've never heard this?
Never.
Hold up.
Double C on my feet, double G on my freak. Louis V by my brief. She want kick it with me, she better eat it and leave. She try to save her the place, but keep eating my meat. We can't see none of them grow, she keep eating my seed. Got an E and a B on the back of the CT. I'm done with the
Wow.
EP.6. Say the money coming in, yeah, that shit's.
I got traded with the shares in it to the exit.
Oh, dude, the Uzi feature. Let's go. Oh my gosh. All right, I think that's the one. I think that's the one. Lil Uzi, man, come on. I did not expect him to be on this album at all, but he came in crazy.
He slides so crazy.
So
on that
crazy.
song.
And Pharrell even
Dude, Pharrell spits
That's
crazy on
what I'm
that
saying.
too. Yeah.
like crazy. But yeah, that might be the one. That might be it.
As soon as I turned to you when that Uzi feature
Dude.
hit, you were just like,
Come
I'm
on
like,
now.
yeah,
Come on. Now.
it's insane.
It's Uzi, bro.
Seriously, you've never heard that?
I've never heard that.
Oh my god.
Nope, never.
That's recurring guest on Jam Session.
Yeah.
Ethan.
Okay.
That's his favorite song.
Favorite song?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, hey, shout out to Ethan.
Yeah.
Shout out Ethan.
I remember. So that was. I don't know if that dropped as a single, but you know Ethan.
Yeah.
One of the biggest Uzi fans there is.
Yeah.
And so I had listened to it first, and I'm like, I got in the car because we used to be on volleyball.
Yeah.
And so to and from practice, he'd pick me up, and I'm like, at one day when this
Play
came
that
out,
for him.
I'm like, dude, listen to this song. he's like liking it, and then the Uzi feature comes on. He's like, no fucking
He goes
way.
crazy.
And it's such a crazy feature.
Hell yeah, man.
And so many good memories
Yeah.
with that song.
Yeah.
Great
Great song. Seriously.
I'm so glad you heard that for the first time.
Dude, that's right.
Uh-huh.
It's up there, bro. It's up there.
Does that take the spot as number
That
one?
might be the spot, dude. Seriously, that was so good. Uzi came in crazy. Tyler was crazy. Pharrell was crazy.
The entire beat is it's like
The
that.
beat-
You have like that like electronic. The dun,
Exactly.
dun, dun.
Yeah. I love that. Yeah.
Like producer Matt was saying. I remember being. This is the year after COVID, and we lost all of our second half of our senior year.
Yeah.
And this album meant so much to us
Dude,
because
I
it's
bet.
it's so fun.
Yeah.
And you have these crazy features on
Yep.
it. The deluxe comes out. The deluxe it was crazy. So this came out in 2021, and you're like, Tyler's on an insane run after.
Yeah.
Like seriously, this put him on a crazy run.
For some reason, I thought this came out lit in 2021. Like the fact that.
So I was gonna say. So then. Anyways, yeah. So then, the 2021 happens. This
Yeah.
album's insane. He
Yeah.
goes, his tour for this. He does 2 legs. He does America and then he does worldwide.
Yeah,
So it's
I
like 2022, 2023.
Okay.
Kind of radio silence from him. And you're
Yeah.
like, oh fuck, like what you know what's happening.
Yeah.
In 2023, he drops this 8 new songs, Rocky feature, Vince Staples feature, YG feature. Just
Crazy.
like it is like 8 brand
Crazy.
new. It's like it was almost like a brand new
Almost
like
yeah,
EP for him.
yeah, exactly.
And so, to just oh my god, it's so crazy looking back on these songs. Like Matt was saying,
Yeah,
you can seriously just remember moments of just like being with friends, you know,
listen to
doing
this
this
album.
or that, being at a party.
I'm glad I get to be a part of it now.
Uh-huh.
I mean, you know,
Yeah, no,
years
you're experiencing
later,
this,
but hey,
4 or 5 years after.
hey, I'm late to the party, but it's great, dude.
Yeah.
Like I'm loving it, seriously.
Yeah, no, it's
So.
just oh my god, it's just such a nostalgic album.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just
So many memories for you guys, huh?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ready for the next one?
yes, sir. Last 2 songs.
Let's do it.
Track 15,
Yeah.
Wilshire.
You got home.
Coming back in with the like,
Damn, I didn't know that's a bit in the you.
that's
I
real.
got every damn car, multiple cribs, but it's like, no, I want that.
Kind of a callback
Yeah,
to the other long song.
He left for some days. I cleared out my sketch. I cleared out my head. You dropped off at my.
First off, do we know who he's talking about?
There's always been speculation
Yeah.
on like Reddits and threads.
Yeah.
Who he is talking about. I don't really have no. I really because people know he has a girlfriend or he has a partner.
Because the song's crazy, right?
Oh, yeah. Let's talk. The song is insane.
Insane. But at the same time, it's like he found love with this person,
Mhm.
right? But she was also in love with another person.
Yeah.
And those things conflict, obviously. So he thought he was in the right at some point,
Mhm.
but he knew he was also in the wrong.
Yeah.
So
He
craziness.
kind of it's funny how this is kind of like a part 2
Mm.
to that Brent Fias sweet. I thought you wanted to dance.
Yeah.
And it's just it's like a book.
Yeah. Yeah. Seriously. No.
Literally, it's just telling you
Telling
the
a story. Yeah.
And she was in a relationship,
Yeah.
but they clicked and they
Mhm.
clicked really well.
Yeah.
But she's so faithful to her partner, like, you know.
So it messed him over in the end, you know. But it's real life, you know. That's what
Yeah.
actually happens in
Like,
some
they have this
situations.
insane
And
connection.
yeah.
She's unhappy. She cried with him in the car.
Yeah.
You know, they talk about it, and ultimately, in the end, she's like, like he said, they cut it off.
Didn't work out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Crazy song, yeah. Probably the most love, you know, like emotional song yet so far.
I love. I'm gonna say I love this song in the sense of like I listen all the time, but
Yeah.
thematically with the album, it's perfect because you get 14 songs of him being like, I got all this, I got all that.
Yeah.
Look at me, this and that. And then you get this second to last track where he's like,
None of
But-
that means anything.
none of that means shit. This
Yeah.
entire album, none of that means
Threw it
anything to
all
me
out. Yeah.
because of this one thing I don't have.
Exactly. Crazy.
I have this car, I have all this money, but I don't
Crazy
have
how
her
yeah. Crazy how that can do that, huh? It just takes it all
with
over.
one song. At
Yep.
the end.
Last one, dude. We're already here. Time has flown, huh?
Hell yeah.
It's been great though, seriously. I love it so far. It's great album.
Awesome. All right, we'll get into the last
All
track.
right, let's do it.
Destination?
Track 16,
Remote.
Safari. End of the album.
But I'm been everywhere.
30M. Wolf.
Call me if you get lost. And like that. We gone.
Ends it off with a banger there. Kind of goes back into just that like straight savage, like doesn't care, you know.
Yeah.
Absolutely crazy though. Ends it off with a banger.
Mhm.
What an album! Seriously, dude, what an album!
Uh-huh.
So many different melodies, so many different, you know. There's got love songs in there. You got straight rap music. You got just so many different things, so many different aspects. But
Uh-huh.
let me know, dude. Let me know.
I mean,
your thoughts.
I just can't stop smiling because one of my favorite albums of
Yeah.
all time, and my favorite album. You know what's funny? Producer Matt asked me. I was talking about doing this album for you,
Yeah.
and he's like, "That is my favorite album by him," and I'm like, I paused because I'm like, I didn't know. I'm like, I
Yeah.
never thought about like what is my favorite Tyler album. Listening to this with you and going through track by track and just seeing someone else appreciate it,
Dude,
this might be my favorite Tyler album as well.
hey, like I said, I listen to old Tyler, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, you got all the old stuff. I haven't listened to any new things, but this like literally was up there with some of my favorite music. Just the different aspects he brought to it was just
tonally,
insane. Insane, absolutely. So definitely go in the playlist. Definitely gonna be listening to more Tyler. But like you said, hey,
Yes, I will say if you like this,
I'm saying
I would love to show you Igor and Chromacopia. Chromacopia especially. That's more similar to this.
Yeah.
Igor was kind of the tone shift for him for this like modern era of Tyler.
Yep.
Flower Boy is like a bridge from his old to the new.
Yeah.
And then you said you've heard the old, so we'll hold back on that.
Yeah.
But I'm just so glad you like this.
No, yeah, great, seriously, great album.
Honestly, probably the best way to get into Tyler in the modern era.
Yeah.
For modern,
would be this album.
Would be this album. Yeah.
10 out of 10.
Really?
10 out of 10.
Okay. So what we do here, I asked you the favorite song.
You're gonna ask me. Okay.
I say, I love that you said though.
Yeah.
So, what is your favorite song so far? You have the track list here.
Okay, let me read them because I don't remember the names.
Yeah, so you have Hot Wind Blows with the Wayne feature. Okay. What's Your Name with the Youngboy feature. Lumberjack saying I Wish You Would.
Yep.
Run It Up. You have Sweet I Thought You Wanted to Dance. The song with Brent Fayez, the long song. You have Rise, the really happy song, the one I really like. You have Juggernaut with Lil Uzi and Pharrell. You have Safari, that kind of like crescendo, like the climax of an ending.
Yep. Okay,
and then you have Lemonade with 42 Dugg in the beginning. Like,
can we do a two-parter? Can we do one with feature and one without?
Yeah, up to you. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do solo Tyler and then one with the feature.
I think solo. We're gonna go. What's that? Is it We Shine or We Shine? That's We Shine, right?
Which one?
Second to last.
Oh, Wilshire?
Wilshire.
The story
Wilshire.
one? Dude,
I think that's my favorite.
Crazy song.
Yeah, I think that's my favorite solo. Feature, I gotta be Juggernaut, dude.
Dude, you can't beat that Uzi feature.
Juggernaut with Lil Uzi, man. Crazy. But yeah, Wilshire was all around just, I think he poured his heart into it. Like, really.
I felt like he was reading a diary.
Exactly. Yeah. Really let, like, his true colors show. So that's probably my favorite. But yeah, feature-wise, Lil Uzi killed it.
On Juggernaut?
Killed it. Yeah. Or 42 Dugg. That could be another one.
The Lemonhead
killed
feature?
It, dude.
It's insane. that whistle, I love that whistle so
Features
much.
are great, yeah. But overall album, yeah, super amazing. I give it 10 out of 10.
That's incredible. So far, this is the first album that's been rated a 10 on here.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Hey, I mean, first time for everything, right?
But I wouldn't say I disagree.
Yeah.
Like, listening to this again, because to prepare for these episodes, I'll listen to the album a ton.
Yeah.
Just get as much as I can in my brain so we can talk about it. And almost no skips.
Yeah.
Like, maybe the long songs just because they're long and just like, I'm doing something to skip, I hear a long song. But like, no skips.
No skips. Straight through, whole thing.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Can't say I disagree.
Hey, it was a great episode, I think, and had a great time. Seriously,
I'm so glad you enjoyed this.
Yeah.
This was a pleasure.
Yeah, it was. Great for having me.
Awesome. Well, everyone, that was another episode of Jam Session. I'm ending an episode with someone that enjoyed an album this much it's such a great feeling.
Yeah.
And make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Comment down below albums you want to hear, and all the socials are in the description as well. And also I forgot, just gotta start mentioning this. We are gonna have a Patreon now for the full uncut audio tracks, because YouTube does not like when we post full songs. But yeah, thank you everyone. Have a good one.
Thank you guys.